Hey guys, what is going on from rainy, wet Florida? One thing I wanted to show you guys, remember how I talked about how bad the rain's been here lately? Check out the back here on the country club, the cart path, and then around the oak tree and stuff like that. It is completely flooded, okay guys? So, and all you guys in Southern California keep saying, oh, we got no rain, we're in a drought, oh, we got to conserve water, we got to save the fish and stuff like that. Trust me, we got plenty of it. You guys can come here and get it. And that's what's bringing us to today's topic is hurricanes. A lot of people don't know what a hurricane is like. As we have a hurricane spinning towards us at Florida, they're saying it may hit Florida, may not, but only as a Category 1. I decided to talk about what it's like here in Florida and the hurricane that I personally went through back in 2004 called Hurricane Ivan. So stand by for this little bit of a vlog. I thought it was pertinent because of it's heading our way now, and you should see the hustle and bustle in the stores and stuff like that. It's getting crazy right now. But hey, I might as well show you the backyard real quick, see what it looks like. This is my back of my house. As you guys might know from the front of the house when I was laying in the thing. This is a kiddie pool. The waterfall actually comes over when we turn it on. Hot tub here, of course. There's a grotto back there that's covered. Actually, we have toadstools in there, so you can have a swim-up bar, and you sit there on the bar, and they pass food and drinks through. They have a bunch of Cokes back inside that little room, and then a refrigerator and stuff. But welcome to my backyard, guys. Let me go ahead and hop on the bike, and then we're going to have a cool little discussion about hurricanes and what it's really like at being a Floridian getting prepped for hurricanes. So stay tuned. Take a real quick look. Look at the standing water. There's probably about 6 inches of standing water there on each side of the ditch. Both sides are full. Both sides. And it's only going to get worse. And when a hurricane hits, these ditches would be flooding the roads. So, but without further ado, let me first say that I apologize if the camera lens is all gooped up with the rain and stuff like that. I'll do my best to go ahead and clean it off. But I figured on a rainy day like today where it's just a little bit drizzly, and now that we have that Hurricane Erica, or no, it's Tropical Storm Erica heading this way, I could talk about what it's like actually going through a hurricane and what it's really like here in Florida when a hurricane's heading this way. But I can tell you about what happened when I was in college at the University of West Florida in 2004. College just started. It had been in maybe 3 weeks. And then out of the blue, this giant hurricane, I think it was a Category 5, was making its way through the Caribbean, was making its way towards Florida. And then all hell breaks loose. Let me give you an idea of what happens when a hurricane is heading into Florida. And they just say, you know, we're about, what are they saying now? It's supposed to hit Monday if it's going to actually hit us. Well, what happens is, let's say we're at Publix there, the supermarket or any other supermarket, Walmart, whatever you want to call it, happens. People start panic buying, okay? They go insane buying as much food as they can get, water, bread, any canned goods. I'm serious, guys. Those lines go from having 1 or 2 people in them in a cash register to backing all the way down the aisles, and people are panic struck. They hit up Home Depot, they hit up Lowe's, any place where they can get plywood for their windows. It is utter fucking chaos, okay? And then what happens when, let's say, it turns at the last minute? Well, then all those people blew a lot of money. But I understand being prepped. Don't get me wrong. We've already bought some water and stuff. But we're also getting ready for our vacation. So, at the same time, we're not as concerned about it because it's like, eh. But we are concerned, of course, about the house. And we're like, what would happen? So basically, when the hurricane hit, we were still in our house. We had a brand new house. When it came through, I mean, I would try and walk out the sidewalk to get by the garage door to really experience how bad the winds were. I was living on, you live a little bit on a hill, our house was like, I don't know, like 5 feet above the rest of the road, and the water was already over ankle deep there. And as soon as I stepped past where the edge of the garage was so I could feel the wind, oh my God, was it trying to knock me off my feet. You had to literally sit back and brace yourself in order to even stand through it. So by about 2 o'clock in the morning, we had lost power. It was gone by then. We lost everything. There was nothing. And my parents didn't end up getting power back for just over a week. And the funny thing is, it was people from Ontario, Canada that came down there to fix the power. That's how crazy it is. When you lose power during a hurricane, that's another thing. You're going to see just rows upon rows of power line trucks and, you know, let's say stuff like generator trucks coming down to power everything. Everybody starts whipping out their chainsaws. Everybody just starts cutting shit. It's crazy to clear the road. It's wild. When Hurricane Ivan ripped through, it was flooding downtown Pensacola. It straight up flooded them by like, I think they were up to like 3 feet deep in all downtown Pensacola. It was chaos. Well, when it hit where the University of West Florida's campus was, the University of West Florida is in kind of like a nature preserve where it's nothing but pine trees and stuff like that. Well, the pine trees snapped everywhere. We're laying on the buildings, popping through the buildings, just breaking up the whole roof. The swimming pool, indoor swimming pool, the whole corner of the roof went swink, just peeled back, and it was gone. I mean, you couldn't even get in the University of West Florida's parking lot because pine trees were everywhere on the ground, just everywhere. It was like, forget about it. So school was shut down for 2 whole months. We didn't even have to do anything when it came to school. That's my story of how Hurricane Ivan was like. It is cool when it's coming in, and the hustle and bustle is crazy, but then you have to try and get food and drinks. The National Guard is everywhere. They're trying to, every radio station is nothing but where to get water, where to get food, where to get what's open, stuff like that. There was no music on any radio station. So I was wondering, has anybody else been through a hurricane or a natural disaster of your own type? I've never been through a tornado. I've never been through an earthquake. Don't know what those are like. They sound pretty scary, but a hurricane's not as bad as what you think. I mean, I guess if the house collapsed on you, but that's very rare. Almost all the houses stood, but the roofs a lot of roofs had holes in them and stuff like that, and they were all like blue tarped up afterwards. That's the biggest way you know there's a hurricane going, because there's blue tarps everywhere as far as you can see. So, oh well guys, I hope you like my little bit of a hurricane vlog. Especially, look at, there's more cops coming from that side. This is insane. But I hope you like my hurricane vlog, as Hurricane Erica is making its way into the Caribbean right now, and they say it possibly might hit Florida. That's what they're banking on right now from Monday, so we'll see. But I hope you like my little bit of a topic about my own experience. They always say make motor vlogs about something you know a lot about, and that is definitely what I knew a lot about. That was the only hurricane I had ever went through in my entire life, and it was a doozy to say the least. So I couldn't imagine what Hurricane Andrew was like back in '92 when it hit Miami area as a Cat 5, or was Homestead in South Miami. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hopefully this cam has not been driving you nuts, like full of rain or anything like that. You can see it's been black. It was lightning and thundering so bad earlier today, but we're in that dry, dull spot, and I was like, you know what? I need to go out and ride around for a little bit, make a little bit of a vlog about the upcoming hurricane. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys at the very next video. Later, y'all.